Hi, my name is Vienna Mbagaya, and I live in Washington, D.C. I run a website called theinvisibleneighbors.com where I tell stories of immigrants and first-generation Americans. I get to highlight and celebrate the contributions and the achievements of immigrants in this country. I was inspired by my own story. I first moved to the U.S. back in 1998 from Kenya, and my first year was really difficult. Just assimilating, understanding the American vernacular, understanding the social norms. And I missed out on a lot that year just because I was striving so hard to connect with people that maybe didn't understand me or maybe didn't understand where I come from. That process of assimilating, it's such a lonely road and it's really difficult. And a lot of immigrants go through it. And a lot of them struggle and they never get to talk about it. And they never get to have a platform to talk about their experience navigating the American system and learning to fit in and taking on a new identity and all these things that immigrants do. So on the website, on theinvisibleneighbors.com, I try to highlight those experiences that easily go unseen and untold. Through storytelling, I hope to connect people. And that's what a lot of immigrants strive for. We want to connect to the home, the new home that we're in. So that's my journey so far. I enjoy what I do because I get to listen to amazing inspirational stories from people from all over the world. The Invisible Neighbors Campus Tour is a speaking tour going around the country, reaching as many diaspora students as possible. These are students who are either immigrants themselves, they're international students, or they're students who are growing up or have grown up in an immigrant household. This is a very unique and a very interesting demographic. These are immigrant students or international students or students who are growing up in immigrant households. It's really interesting because the college experience is not the same as the typical American college experience. And I say this because they have grown up in traditional households where they have certain expectations when it comes to achievement. You know, for them, achievement means being a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer, or one of those traditional or, traditionally prestigious careers. And a lot of times they will not explore and go into other industries such as technology or fine arts because of that pressure from, their families or, whoever. I intend to explore that pressure and understand how these students make these decisions. Why is it that they're motivated to go into certain careers and not others? And how can we change how we think about that? How can we change kind of stopping the pattern, breaking the pattern of going into the same things and studying the same things and becoming innovative and thinking outside the box and going outside of the perimeters that we're given. The Invisible Neighbors Campus Tour will do is it'll bring a lot of people together, a lot of immigrant communities together, and we get to talk about the cultural specific issues or motivations that we all share. So I think it's going to be awesome. This is not something that's isolated to one group. I think it's something that crosses over a lot of different groups and cultures. So I hope to bring people together and have amazing discussions about the cultural motivations behind what we do. I'm not a policymaker. I'm not, somebody who's a legislator that can make a difference at that level. My job is to use storytelling and use conversations to change people's minds about people who are different, people who are coming to this country, that are new to this country. So that's my job. And I think anybody else's job could be having the empathy to listen and to understand why immigrants come here to begin with and what they're doing once they get here. My challenge is to change people's minds about that. And it's not just about immigrants, it's about anyone who's different from you. My job is to just tell stories and to help people understand that there's no difference between you and I just because we don't share the same skin tone or the same language or the same culture, that we're all connected, that things that affect you affect me as well and vice versa. My personal hero is my mother. She's awesome, she's great. Since I was a little girl, I knew she was different and I just hope to become anything close to what she is. My favorite place in DC has to be U Street. I've always lived around U Street. I love it there. I go to the same places. It's not even cute. I just love it. I love it over there. I feel at home. My favorite city in the US has to be, of course, Washington, D.C. I live here. I love it here. I came here for grad school back in '06 and I never left. A close second is New York. My family and friends are there. And a close third is Oakland, California.